Inside the Bullpen, brought to you by Sport Clips, haircuts for men, where you can sign in online and skip the wait.
Long John Silver's
Shrimp, fish, and chicken.
Shrimp, crispy fish, tender chicken.
Plus, hush puppies, fries, and fresh coleslaw.
Shrimp, fish,
And chicken.
Long John Silver's.
Oh, that's so good. Such a professional intro. Over the top. Inside the Bullpen, episode number 65, the EK65 Eric Carlson edition. Did you know he played for the Brahmas, Megan?
Did he?
I was lying.
Yeah.
Chad Seward here, back in the saddle with Megan Kim.
Hello, guys.
Hello. And it should be noted, if you didn't get the drift already, this is brought to you by Sport Clips. Because your hair doesn't stop growing on the weekend, Sport Clips is open on the weekend. Also, Long John Silver's. Did you know
Silver's.
You can add a piece of fish for $1 this week to your meal, except for cod, because cod must be, it's in an upper echelon of fish, and it costs more than $1. It's like tuna, mahi-mahi, cod.
Right.
Somewhere.
Right.
And the Texas Law Hawk. Texas Law Hawk. If you find yourself arrested for drugs, murder, DUI, grand theft.
Know your rights.
Some sort of criminal offense, you need to call the Texas Law Hawk.
Absolutely.
He will help you. Megan.
Chad.
Let's let the show begin. It started. We've wasted 2 minutes. We killed that penalty off pretty good.
Which we didn't do so well this weekend.
No,
but,
we didn't do so well.
Before we do that.
Well, let's talk about the month of November, because
November.
December is nigh upon us. That's some fancy Christmas speak.
It is. December is here. Hope you guys have your holiday decorations. Hanukkah started yesterday. So
Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
To those who observe Hanukkah.
Including Howard Stone, director of Off-Ice Officials.
Exactly. Happy Hanukkah to Howard and the rest of you. But, yeah, December's here. That means November is over.
That's true. November is over. The turkey has been hopefully all eaten, put away. And even though it's like 70 degrees outside, hopefully you have your house decorated for the holiday, whatever holiday it is, and you're ready for some more Brahmas hockey.
Brahmas hockey. Too bad we have one weekend at home in December. But before we get to December, let's wrap up November with a bow, right?
So Megan is the podcast official statistician? Stat girl? Stat girl. Let's go with stat girl.
All right. We'll take it.
How do we do in the month of November overall?
Pretty well. I know that we're coming off a couple losses, so it doesn't feel like that. I know memories can be short, but in November we went 5-2 and 3. I think 5-2 and 3.
Okay.
We actually didn't have a regulation loss until we lost to Corpus Christi last weekend, and that's not bad. You like to see it. We were sporting some really cool jerseys at home for the month of November, and I think we had a successful auction afterwards, so hopefully some of you guys got your hands on one of those.
Yes. Very, very cool jerseys. New look. That's the theme of all the specialty jerseys this year.
New look.
New to the Brahmas, to Brahma land.
Yeah, I think, and, we always want feedback and stuff. I think overall people really liked these. So.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's a change. I like the all-black kind of blackout look. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It looked great on the ice.
They look great on the ice. Look great in the Rebecca Bing's pictures.
Shout out Rebecca Bing.
Which, if you're looking for a Christmas present of your favorite Brahma, you could get one of those fancy metal prints from Laserworks.
Laser Wonders?
Laserworks and Wonders.
Something.
Laser Wonders. Carrie Fleming.
Shout out Carrie as well.
Information on that is in our store. But, yeah, I think that they looked fantastic. And in December, we're going to be wearing another different look here at home.
They're going to forget what our white jerseys look like.
It will have been since October 27th that we wear. We will have gone from October 27th to January 11th without wearing our home whites. How about that?
That's a fun fact.
That is a fun fact. So November came and went. We lost a couple bodies to injury.
We did.
The dreaded upper body injury.
Yeah, I think, that's true. Right now we're down a couple forwards. We'll have a couple bodies back in, hopefully this weekend. But I think primarily the losses you look at on the injury front are Michael Stenell, who is our leading goal scorer. So that's a little tough. He'll
be out a little bit.
He'll be fine, but he'll be out for a little bit. We're excited to have him back, but that's a little ways into the future, so you got to plan ahead without him.
Yep.
Same goes for Nick Siffinger.
Yep.
Who's been out for a little bit now, also with an upper body thing. He should be back sooner than Stenell, but
he was starting to play well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, kid has a great release, great shot.
Yep.
We love to see it. We want to see him back on the ice. So hopefully we have a little less to go before he's back than Stenell, but still not in the immediate future, let's say. So we're going to be hanging out without those two for a while. But the coaching staff has brought in some new bodies to help with that.
Before we get to those, we should say we're losing also on the back end of things. It's so much. It's just comedy.
There's a lot happening.
It's like a baseball team. It's like a last place baseball team where you're just like, let's take Joe from concessions and throw him at catcher. Maybe he can do something. And we're not quite that bad, but
we're not that bad.
Jakub Sirota is no longer a Brahma. Megan,
that sounded really ominous. It's actually, I mean,
it did.
Yeah, he's departing, but for good reasons only. As you might know, Sirota is committed to the University of Maine. They actually called and kind of the conversation went, "Hey, we need you like now." And so obviously, like here at this organization, like the turnover is rough, but like we love to see players advance and move forward. And of course, the coaching staff had only the best wishes for Sirota, and so they've released him to be able to go and play with Maine for the remainder of the season.
Correct.
He'll start there in the spring. He's actually back in the Czech Republic right now, or he should be. I actually don't know how long that flight is,
it's a long
but
time.
he should be back in the Czech Republic to get some things sorted out with his visa, switch it to student things, and so we'll miss him.
Yeah, we'll miss him. It's very reminiscent of Oscar Andrin leaving in the middle of a year.
Or Orgel. Orgel left us last year to go to Denver.
That's true. He was a defenseman as well.
Yes.
So onward and upward for Sirota. We will forge on. And we have some new forwards.
By the way, best of luck to Cuba. We're proud of you.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye out.
Watch out for those Maine Black Bears.
Black Bears?
Black Bears. Mm-hmm. Go Bears.
Go Bears.
Okay, so new forwards.
New forwards.
We got 3.
Yeah, so 3 pretty recently. I guess I don't know if you and Frank had ever gotten to discussing this, but we did make a trade with the Wilderness. We traded Austin Gruzinia for another forward. His name is Gino Lucia. He's here. He's played a couple weekends now.
Had a tilt down in
He did. I think he was a little tired of the lack of, officiating.
I just think
a couple guys took a few liberties, I think, and finally he had enough and kind of turned around and went, and it was
as it should be.
It was a good tilt.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, he fed the guy for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
we like to see a little fire.
Little fire is good. So Lucia is Lucia.
Yeah.
And what else we got?
So more recently, we made 2 more trades last week. Both are for assets, so we didn't lose any current players. Don't worry about that, you guys.
Yeah, we had nothing to give, really. I mean,
we're short on bodies. That's the point. Like, we needed bodies.
Right.
We can't be giving them away at this point. So you might be familiar with Eric Huss. He's coming to us from the Jackalopes. He played last year. He's an Army commit.
Yep. So he'll be over there with our boy Zim.
He will be, yeah.
And Huss is a Dallas. He's a Dallas kid, right?
Yeah, he's a Dallas native, so I'm sure like it's a really nice situation for him and his family. I know that his family like a lot of times would literally drive up to Odessa like practically every weekend to watch him play, so this will save them gas and the 5-hour travel time. So
you're welcome, Huss family.
So we're happy to have Eric. We welcome him to the team. He played both games this weekend. Obviously, just kind of got thrown into the thick of things. He literally drove to Dallas on Wednesday night, practiced Thursday, was back on the bus to go 5 hours back to Odessa on Friday. So he had a busy week. But like I said, we're happy to have him. And then the third forward we've acquired recently comes from the Johnstown Tomahawks. His name is Joey Baez. He was pretty good. He watched the game on Friday, was in and playing on Saturday, and as you can imagine, that's a quick turnaround. Like, he literally, again, flew in this week. He hasn't had a single practice with the team. Like, right now, as we speak, like, this is his first time practicing with the team. I thought he held his own. Like, I was really impressed by him. He had a couple of good quality chances at the net. I think you guys will really like him.
Committed as well
to the University of Alabama, Huntsville.
His mother is Joan Baez, famous folk singer, as featured in Forrest Gump. Did you know that?
I did. Yes.
I'm making
He's making that up completely. That's not it. But Baez actually, if you do want a fun fact, is from Florida, much like our boy Matt Guerra. So they know each other. If you follow our Instagram at Brahmas Hockey, you'll see a really cute photo of the two of them when they're probably like 5 or 6. It's adorable.
He has a birthday coming up on January 12th.
He does, yes.
Where we will be at home.
Goodness, we will. And in normal jerseys, no less.
And in normal jerseys, yes. Yes. So welcome all three of you. Now,
By the way, jersey numbers, just so you're aware. Because I know nameplates are in short supply.
Well, we keep ripping them off
now.
And changing them up. And
yeah, exactly. It's been kind of a struggle.
Yeah.
We're doing our best.
So who's wearing what?
So Lucia will be wearing number 17. You saw him in the number 17 military jersey. So probably kind of have that in your head. Huss will wear number 19. He wore that this weekend. And Joey Baez will be in number 20.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
So welcome to Brahma Land. I'm sure the fans are excited to get a chance to see these young men in action. It'll be a couple more weeks before they can do that in Brahma Land. But as always, you can roll the dice with Hockey TV. I shouldn't say it that way, but it is that way lately.
I think we do a good job.
We've done a great job. Our
we
production
do okay.
team and Patrick has done a great job
Absolutely.
producing this year, as has Dustin on the call. By the way, since I broadcasted the NA3 game last Friday, I believe they have a 6-game win streak. Just saying.
I think that's all because of you.
I think that I have absolutely nothing to do with it, but I like to take credit where credit is not due. I mean,
That's fair. That's fair.
undefeated.
Yeah, they've been.
And with you too.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah, that one time.
when
Yeah.
I'm doing the broadcast, when we're doing the broadcast, it's first rate.
I agree. So I think
Summerall,
clearly
Joe Buck.
Chad is up there with the all-time greats, is what we're saying.
Absolutely. Okay, so last weekend we were in Odessa for Sorota's last week. 2-word recap of the weekend. 2 words apiece. That's all you can say. How do we do?
Kinda crappy.
Kinda crappy. Okay. Kinda KINDA. I like how you did that in order.
So it's one word.
My 2 words would be fucking terrible.
Well, if I knew I was allowed to curse, my words would be different.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, let's just look. It was terrible. That was an embarrassing effort and a pathetic weekend. It was a waste. I mean, we should have just given them the games and everybody sat around at home and not even gone out there.
I feel less strongly than Chad, but I acknowledge his viewpoint.
Yeah, I mean,
there are positives to take from it, and like it's a learning experience for sure. It's always hard when you get there's a couple new bodies, you're missing some people.
Yeah, it's hard. It's just, points are hard to come by. And so when you have an opportunity to get 4 points and you get 0 points, then
It's tough.
you have no points.
That's true.
It is what it is. And that's all.
That's the math of it.
That's the math of it. All right, so moving on, we've got a major announcement coming here.
Sure do.
I should be more prepared, but here's some fanfare music. Let's see. It's the first song that came up. So that you've seen a dasher board that says, big announcement coming January 1st. Well, January 1st is coming up, and Megan, do you know what that announcement is?
I think I might, but I'll let you announce it.
Starting January 1st, we being NYTEX Sports Center, are a Pepsi facility. We have signed a 5-year deal with Pepsi, the biggest deal we've had in the history of the NYTEX Sports Center. 5-year deal with Pepsi, which also brings to the table 2 wonderful brands that are part of their umbrella, one being Gatorade. I have a meeting with Gatorade tomorrow, so the boys will be excited to be getting Gatorade towels, water bottles, product, all that kind of stuff, and also Starbucks.
Starbucks. That's huge.
Not hot brewed Starbucks. It's the RTD, ready to drink cans. So
yes.
So there's a little bit of a.
Those are in my wheelhouse.
Don't think that you're going to walk in the door and smell the coffee and see a barista there, slinging $20 lattes. It's going to be just the cans.
However, those espresso double shots, like the little cans, like
They
little
pack a
half
punch.
cans, they pack a punch.
For sure. Road trips. They're great for road trips.
They're awesome for road trips.
Especially coming back from a Brahmas game in places like Corpus or Odessa.
Agreed. They've served me well.
So you will see that. So we'll be rebranding the building. Everywhere you see Dr. Pepper will obviously become Pepsi and or Gatorade. New fountains, new vending machines. Vending machines will take credit cards, Apple Pay, all that kind of 21st century stuff.
Wow.
And then Zoo to Go is going to get a little bit of a makeover. And it's a 5-year deal, and we hope to make it 10, 20 years. Who knows? They're great. Pepsi's been great to work with. So that's the big major announcement. And I believe if you're like, oh, God, are you not going to have Dr. Pepper? I don't know whose voice it is. Oh, God, are you not going to have Dr. Pepper?
I was going to ask what that was.
Hey, you going to have Dr. Pepper? Yes, I do believe Dr. Pepper will still be available in the building. You may have to hunt a tiny bit, but it's going to be in the building as Pepsi does carry some Dr. Pepper product, which is confusing. But, 5-year deal. Pumped.
5-year deal. We get Gatorade, we get Starbucks, and you still get Dr. Pepper at the fountains.
That's true.
It's a win-win.
And the only guy who's not pumped is Director of Ops Glenn DeSico, because he'll have to go up in the lift and remove the scoreboard sign.
Yeah, that is tough.
Dr. Pepper Snapple, but look on the bright side. You do it once, and you won't have to do it again for 5, maybe
at least
10 years.
maybe more.
That's right. That's right.
In the long run,
it's a great deal. So
absolutely.
We've got that, and then also we have we've had a busy week, or at least I have, with some meetings. We've got a sponsor of the show here, the Texas Law Hawk. We had a big powwow out here, which we'll talk about here in a minute. But first, we've got we should talk about the games in front of us. Amarillo.
Yes, those are indeed in front of us,
and they're going to hit us like a ton of bricks if we're not ready. So, Megan, what do we have to look forward to against Amarillo?
Well, I think they'll be doing some penalty kill work this week for sure. I think our penalty kill is traditionally really strong. It's been strong again this year. There were some hiccups in Odessa this past weekend, but I know that Justin Hale and Fonger are definitely out there working on that, and they'll have them brushed up and ready to go. That'll be important. Amarillo has a really good power play. Amarillo has generally been really good, just all around.
Yeah, you're waiting to see a crack in their armor, and it just hasn't come yet. I mean, they've been steady, they've been healthy, they've been solid.
Yeah, you have
that's why they're way ahead of everybody.
Yeah, you have some really good defensemen there that can move the puck and contribute on the power play, and you have forwards who are fast, and they're skilled, but they'll bang the bodies too. So they have generally a good South team, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then their goaltending's been good as well. So all around, up and down the lineup, good team. We're 500 on the season against them, though, so I don't want to make it sound like, they're, like, unbeatable, because we have beat them. They have more trouble with us than the rest of the division.
True.
Generally, so.
I mean, I still think we're the team that everybody hates to play in the division. And we give everybody fits. Even the year that Shreveport won it, which was, last year?
That was last year, yes.
We played them very tough.
Extremely tough.
So they're not looking at the Brahmas coming to town and saying, hey, this is 4 easy points.
No.
I think it's going to be a grind. And Amarillo traditionally does not have the fan base that the Brahmas have. They don't have people banging away in the stands and cheering them on. It's oftentimes dressed like a seat night, and we'll see. I don't think that the hometown is an advantage to them.
Not as much as here, probably. I think we do play well in our own building, and a lot of that goes out to you guys, the fans.
Absolutely. And it's been that way since the Central Hockey League. It was that way, I believe, when the Texas Tornado were here before the Brahmas came in. It's a loud and rowdy building, and that's what you get.
Yeah, so Amarillo this weekend, they're working for it. Chad is kind of looking over on practice right now.
Yeah, it looks like what I see is 4 points coming from these guys right here. That's what I see.
That's awesome, Chad.
In fact, you want me to predict the scores?
Yeah.
12-1 Brahmas first night, 13-2 the next night.
That's bold.
Bold call.
That's a bold call, but we'll mark it down.
Speaking of bold, Megan Kim.
Yes, Chad.
We've got a lot of exciting things coming up in the second half of the season. We're wearing Christmas jerseys on the 21st and 22nd. We'll have a Christmas jersey auction done this time by Mr. Jeff Smith, Mr. TCU. He'll be your PA announcer of the month of December.
The month of December, our weekend in December.
And then let's see, we've got Youth Jersey Night coming up January 18th. I believe on the 11th we'll have a band on the party deck, Rogue Nation.
Okay.
It's like a classic rock kind of vibe.
Awesome.
You'll hear some Beatles, some Rolling Stones, things like that.
Great.
And then the 16th of February.
This is the big one.
Daredevil Night, brought to you by X Motos, Orion Motorcars? That's not right. Orion Motorcycles, Legal Draft, and Unique Construction, as well as NYTEX Sports. This is going to be a big one. So we've got Brian Wilson, the Texas Lawhawk, will jump. He will set the world record for, we got to slow it down here so everybody can hear. The world record, Megan, will be for most cases of beer jumped on a motorcycle in an ice rink. And don't bother Googling it, because right now the record is 0. So if he jumps one, he sets a record technically. But we're going to go big. Legal Draft, we're going to have a couple pallets of one of their beers here.
I'm really excited.
And it'll be a big production. It'll be hands down the biggest production we've ever done during an intermission. It'll be the second intermission that night to allow time to everybody get into place and everything. We will have an intermission extension, 100%. We'll get the maximum extension allowed by the league, and we'll have a crew of probably 100 volunteers. That more on that later, by the way.
Yeah, that was news to me.
We'll have a crew of about 100 volunteers, because what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to lay wood the length of the ice, 200 feet. Well, not the whole length of the ice, because there's a gap between ramps, but we'll have the ramp, the landing ramp, which is where Unique Construction comes in to play.
Thank you to
Yes.
Unique Construction.
Absolutely. And we'll have the Texas Lawhawk. We'll be wearing Evel Knievel-esque jerseys, which you're going to love. These are going to be the coolest. Have you seen them yet, Megan? Have you seen that jersey?
Yeah, but only briefly. If you have it,
I'm gonna find it.
Relook at it.
It's amazing. We'll do that during the intermission. It's something to be seen. We're using an experimental motorcycle that will have not been made for sale in the United States.
What?
Until after the jump. Brian Wilson will be the first guy to jump this motorcycle in the United States of America. Right here at NYTEX. True story.
You know what? It just keeps getting
it's like a gift that just keeps getting better.
Yeah, absolutely. I like don't know what to say.
Yeah, so right now this week, Brian and Jason from X-Motos are working on doing a little bit of training. And the more training they do, the more jumps they do, the more confident he gets. Who knows? We may set a record that is unbreakable here. And don't worry, folks. We will have paramedics on hand to make sure that he is okay should something go wrong. And it's the 45th anniversary of Evel Knievel's Green River Raceway jump, which was in North Richland Hills, Megan.
That's crazy. The timing of this is really...
It's all magic.
Yeah. Something really special.
Yes,
is unfolding here in front of us.
Yeah, so we'll have a lot of play with media. I believe we're going to have a couple visits to local radio stations.
Spit and Chicklets, feel free to reach out.
Absolutely. In fact, here I'm going to pass the picture of the jersey over to Megan. What do you think about that? Megan's live. You're listening live to Megan Kemp's thoughts on it.
That's very fun.
Red, white, and blue.
Very fun.
If you want to Google Evel Knievel, you get a picture of his jumpsuit. That's what it looks like, basically. We are committing to going full throttle. Boys are going to be wearing socks and shells, so they're going to be in full Evel Knievel style regalia that night. We
are going to be the talk of the town, the league, and possibly the country.
True. And the auction after the game, there is going to be a number 1 Law Hawk jersey. I believe the one he might possibly jump in that will be auctioned off. That will be a very one-of-a-kind jersey.
Seriously?
I don't know.
That's a cool idea.
It's a good idea. So that's what we've got going. We're under 30 minutes, which is good. Megan, what else do you have for the good of the order?
I think that's basically it. Oh, I do want to say thank you for your help with Teddy Bear Toss.
Yes.
I know it came early. I just remembered it. I just thought about it.
Yes.
Thank you for you guys' support and all the stuffed animals you brought. It was awesome. I know that we were glad to get the goal out of the way quickly. I know last year we were kind of I personally was sitting there and I was like, oh my gosh, what if we don't score? But Blake Evano put us out of our misery really quickly, 6.5 minutes in.
It was really quick. In fact, it was so quick. I just got done with the anthem and made my way around to Glen DeSico before we even had a chance to even talk about what the plan is.
The bears started coming, and you guys did great.
So those are going to the CEC this week.
Correct.
I'm waiting on a callback. That could have been the phone that you heard ringing in the background. That could have been them calling back to confirm a time.
Certainly could have been.
Could have been. We'll find out.
They left a message, whoever it was.
We'll find out here in a minute.
Yeah, so awesome job. Thank you for that. I think that's it for me. I just kind of was oh wait, Teddy Bear Toss. It was awesome.
Well, thank you, Brahma fans. Stay tuned. The second half of the season is going to be awesome. We're going to be better. We're going to have more bits, and we're going to have better beverages for you to consume.
There's a lot of bees.
Better bits and beverages. That's coming up in 2019.
I don't know if I liked better bits and
better bits.
Better.
At Long John Silver's, they have the little fried crunchy bits. Those are amazing. I'm just saying. It would be really cool if we ended this episode by just pulling the plug.